It says here, the most important commandment, answered Jesus, is this: Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Love the Lord your God with all of your heart, with all of your soul, and with all of your mind, with all of your strength. And the second is this: love your neighbor as yourself. There is no commandment greater than these two. That's out of Mark 12:29-31. It says Jesus was unequivocal about what were the most two important commandments in the law. In fact, he stated in Matthew 22:40, all the law and the prophets hang on these two. It says, interestingly, neither is found in the Ten Commandments, which usually get more attention and discussion. It says, does that mean the Ten Commandments aren't important? No, it says it means that they are written upon these two concepts the way that they had been written on two tablets of stone. They can't be applied or even understood correctly apart from these two commandments. I'd never heard about it that way, that it being written on those two concepts like it was written on the two tablets of stone. God gave Moses 10 commandments, and you can say 5 were towards God, or 4 were towards God, or 6 towards man. And when they were talking to Jesus, they asked him what the most important commandment was. He went back to those two things: love God and love your neighbors. If you love God and you love your neighbors, you'll actually follow all 10 of the commandments. You won't steal, you won't lie, you won't be jealous, you won't commit adultery, you'll honor your father and mother, you'll keep God first, you won't have idols, you won't take his name in vain, keep the Sabbath holy. It says here, now if you thought that 10 were tough to obey, these two are utterly impossible. That's because no commandment of God can be truly obeyed without the heart involved. Think about that. Without your heart involved. It says simple outward adherence isn't enough. That's merely legalism. It says you're in desperate need of the one who fulfilled God's law, particularly the two commandments. It says, let him live in you and obey it through you. And that's the only way. It says, Father, I want to obey from the heart. Thank you for living in me and strengthening me to obey. We have the opportunity today to obey God from our heart, to love him with all of our heart and soul, mind, and strength. I mean, just